Next guest has a note out asking if next year will finally be the year of the so-called crypto Congress. Bring in Ed Mills, managing director and Washington policy analyst at Raymond James. Must read notes. Ed, good to have you back on. What will be Congress's job one?
Yeah, job one is keep the lights on, fund the government. It is an expiration date of December 16th. They'll probably punt it 1 week going up to the 23rd. Members of Congress always want to get home for Christmas, so getting that done, getting the Defense Act reauthorized. But this is for Democrats. There's a couple of must-do items, the Respect for Marriage Act, the Electoral College Count Act, that they want to get done before they give up the majority in the House in the beginning of January. So it's that push and pull between things that they absolutely have to get done, which is keeping the lights on, versus what they absolutely want to get done. For Republicans, it's trying to figure out who the next speaker is. So the deal-making ability, especially in the House, is pretty low. But it's not going to be such a lame duck here after all.
You think we'll get another round of funding for Ukraine?
I do. So in the appropriations bills, the top things that I'm looking for is funding for Hurricane Ian. That actually brings some Republicans on board in the Florida area. Funding for Ukraine, some healthcare fixes, which could include more COVID funding. Outside of the box thing might be the Safe Banking Act, which allow banks to handle cannabis-related businesses. So lots of things in that funding bill that absolutely will get done.
Okay, let's talk about crypto. I tweeted it out. There was a letter apparently last March. The Prospect, which is an organization, they put out the letter over the weekend, so credit to them on this, that I think it was 8 people in Congress, 4 Republicans, 4 Democrats, basically wrote a letter to the SEC saying, back off FTX and back off crypto. 5 of the 8 of them, of course, reportedly took political donations from FTX or some of its employees. I mean, the whole thing just doesn't look good at all, Ed. No. And you can draw your own conclusions. Are we going to get any meaningful, real crypto regulation, or is the crypto industry just so in with the money in D.C. that nothing's going to get done?
So, Brian, I think December is going to be full of crypto hearings. When we have a crisis, that gets Congress's attention. You highlight that group of House and Senate members of Congress that were asking about that. That adds to some of the drama here. But the reality is that there is a strong desire to do something. They just don't know what that something is. There's jurisdictional battles between kind of, is it a commodity? Is it a security? That goes to who gets to write the bill in Congress. That's a real big issue. Things that tilt me in the maybe something gets done category is there are a significant need for consumer protections. And we also don't want to let China run forward with this and set the rules, especially in the payment space. We don't want to see Europe set the rules. So there's going to be a kind of America first desire here to get this done. But there's still a lot of members of Congress that are happy to watch this kind of implode. And they're sitting back and they're saying, thankfully, we did not let this into the banking system, that this didn't become a systemic risk. And so that group is going to be pretty cautious to make sure any regulation or legislation that gets done doesn't further kind of legitimize digital assets from a DC perspective. Yeah. That could cause problems later on.
And by the way, we reached out to every congressperson, I believe, who's taken money from FTX or its employees. Some have said they've given it to charity. Some haven't gotten back to us. Some have just apparently have gone dark. We're going to try to stay on that. If you took money, give it back or give it to charity. Giving it back would be better, so it goes to the rightful owners. All right. My wife asked me a question last night that I'm embarrassed to say I had no answer to. She said, can Congress step in, because she's a consumer product, she cares about supply chains, can Congress step in, or the president, and fix this rail strike, basically prevent them from striking? I do not know the answer to that question, so I punted. Do you?
Yeah, so the answer is yes, Brian. Congress does have that authority. They've used it in the past. The last train out of the station, probably before Congress goes home for Christmas, is that defense authorization bill. And so it's easy to see that the last train out of the station is going to ensure that there's not going to be a real strike here in December. A lot of things that the Biden administration is doing with the unions as well. But in that defense authorization, we're also looking at an energy permitting bill. There could potentially be a fight with OPEC. There could be a whole bunch of other tax provisions, especially the expensing of research and development. So your wife is extremely smart to ask that question, and you should have just said yes and look it up later.